Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Anasa Jaza Pramesti and my ID number is K100200178 and I'm from Faculty Pharmacy at University of Muhammadiyah Surakarta. And here I will explain materials about hazard symbol in chemicals. In the field of pharmacy, chemistry is used as the basis for drug manufacturing. Practicum is a part of pharmacy. The implementation of practicum in a chemical laboratory cannot be separated from chemical equipment and materials, both dangerous and harmless. It should be noted that there are many types of chemical in the laboratory with various characteristics. The point I will explain are the meaning of ordinance on hazardous materials, various kinds of dangerous symbols, and their meanings and examples. Ordinance on hazardous substance is a rule to protect hazardous substance and mainly consists of the field of work safety. The first symbol is generic caution. This one warning symbol is general. Even in chemical laboratories, though this symbol is comprehensive. This symbol can also be used for general warnings. Generic caution symbols are depicted with a black exclamation point on a yellow or orange background. Number 2 is explosive. This symbol means that the material is explosive and sensitive. This chemical symbol has an orange color as the background and has a picture of an explosion, and is symbolized by the letter A. Example of explosive chemical is include TNT or trinitrotoluene, dynamite, benzoyl peroxide, 2,4-dinitrotoluene, and potassium chloride. Number 3 is flammable. This symbol means that the chemical is self-igniting, flammable, moderately sensitive to moisture, or a type of flammable liquid. The flammable symbol is divided into two, namely, first, highly flammable. Highly flammable under normal atmospheric conditions and low flash point below 21 degrees Celsius. Flammable in humidity. Examples of chemicals are methyl sodium and acetone. 2. Extremely flammable. Highly flammable chemical, usually in the form of gas or air, which form a certain mixture and is explosive under normal conditions. Examples of these chemicals are propane and diethyl ether. Number 4 is oxidizing. This chemical symbol indicates that the chemical is not flammable. It is just that it can produce oxygen, causing fires in other chemicals. Not only that, these oxidizing symbols also shows that they are chemicals that are oxidizing or oxidizing, meaning that they are flammable if there is contact with organic or predictive materials. The oxidizing symbol is depicted with the symbol O, which has a fire on it and yellow or orange background. Examples of chemicals that can undergo oxidation are potassium perchlorate and hydrogen peroxide. Number 5 is corrosive. The symbols show that this chemical can damage tissues in living things such as bruising, irritation, and causing skin peeling. Chemical symbols that have a characteristic such as the letter C. Some examples of chemicals is they are corrosive are concentrate sulfuric acid, chlorine, sulfur dioxide, and hydrochloric acid. And number 6 is toxic or poison. Means that the substance or material is poisonous if inhaled, ingest, and absorbed by the skin, so that it causes illness, and the worst, it can cause death. The toxic symbol is divided into two levels, namely poisonous and very poisonous. Examples of toxic chemicals such as methanol and benzene. Meanwhile, very toxic chemicals include atropine, potassium cyanide, hydrogen sulfide, and nitrobenzene. Number 7 is irritant. Chemicals that have the symbol harmful irritant indicate that this substance can cause health hazards and cause irritation, burns, or itching to the skin. The symbol for harmful irritant is divided into two, namely Xn and Xi. Examples of chemicals with letter Xn are potassium chloride and dichloromethane, while chemicals with the letter Xi are calcium chloride, ethanol, and sodium carbonate. Number 8 is carcinogen. This can provide clues that these substances or chemicals can cause cancer and damage the DNA in body cells. Examples of carcinogenic chemicals include benzene, benzidine, Roaccutane, nickel compounds, vinyl, warfarin, chloride, and asbestos. Number 9 is dangerous for the environment. If a chemical has this symbol, it means that the chemical is very dangerous for one or more components in the environment. The symbol of dangerous for the environment is depicted with dry trees and dead fish, while the chemicals included in it are petroleum, gasoline, tetrachloromethane, waste, and tributyl tin chloride. I think it's enough from me. Any question?
Can you give us an example of a chemical that can cause an explosion when reacted together?
Oh, of course. In the laboratory, mixtures of strong oxidizing compounds with combustible or reducing agents may explode. For example, nitric acid can cause explosions if it reacts with some solvents such as acetone, diethyl ether, ethanol, etc. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think it's enough for me. And thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.